I'm Dr. Valerie Oldenburg. I'm a Springs alumna, and this is my story. I'm a chiropractor. I graduated in 2018 with my doctorate of chiropractic. I primarily see pediatric and prenatal postpartum patients in the office. Those are the populations that I have the most passion for, especially in a population that can't tell you that there's anything wrong with them. You know, they often get diagnosed with things like colic, where they're just crying and they're uncomfortable, but we don't have an answer for them. And a lot of times with chiropractic, we can find an answer and babies get better. So I started homeschooling when I was in middle school. My parents got me out of the private school sector because I was not getting the education I needed. I tended to push past the material a lot faster than some of my peers. So my parents homeschooled me. They had a business, so I was homeschooling in the back of their shop essentially. So I homeschooled with my mom for 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. And then I went to the charter school program where I went 2 days a week. So I went to do all of my core classes, and then my mom still did all the fun stuff with me. So doing that, I was able to do karate 5 hours a day. I played piano, I got to take guitar lessons. So I got to do a lot of things outside of just going to school. That was thanks to River Springs. So I started my senior year. I had just a couple of classes to wrap up. I had homeschooled for several years before that. My sister offered me a job here doing career exploration. So I started filing charts. Worked my way up from there and started running the front desk. And after that, when I graduated high school, they offered me a position to stay on staff. Worked here, started going up to the insurance department, kind of ran everything on that side of it. And then I discovered that I wanted to be a chiropractor too. I was definitely a self-starter from that early age. My mom didn't have to push me to start getting schoolwork done. I kind of just did it at my own pace. And that was one thing that I loved about homeschool. I could take a morning off if I needed to and then just do my schoolwork in the evening and she would guide me through it. But I was able to have more flexibility with my parents' schedule, with my karate schedule, with just life. I had a teacher that was one of our core classes. He taught an English class and he was amazing. He taught us in a really unusual way, which was cool for a charter school to be able to test out the way that he taught. He broke down these huge assignments into chunks for us and he taught us how to tackle a big task in little increments. Really, he made a huge impact in my life on how I can tackle huge things like a board exam and be able to break it down into what are the subjects that I need to know, how can I tackle this task. My education experience at River Springs really set me up with a springboard to success, I would say. I was able to find skills that helped me not only through my education in undergrad and graduate school, but also in life. I was able to have other experiences besides going to school 9 to 3 p.m. every day. One of the concerns that my parents often got from people that found out that I was homeschooling was, how's your kid gonna get into college? And I didn't have an issue getting into college. I did go through the community college route in order to accomplish that goal, but I felt that that fit my life better as well. I was working full-time and going to school in the evenings. So it wasn't difficult for me to make it into college and then go on to finish off my 4-year education, but to get into graduate school was a cakewalk too. I was able to have my education to back me up, but I was able to do it in a kind of a more flexible way. So really, thanks to River Springs, I was able to go off and complete my doctorate, and I think that they gave me a lot of skills that I wouldn't have had.